Powered by Virginia Radio.
Jamie Dina made the banger.
Good evening, yo, good people. Happy Wednesday to you all. Thank you for tapping in to another wonderful winner, wisdom-filled welcoming Wednesday with your girl Tspills. Tonight's special guest is Miss Monica P.
Hey.
Woo, woo. She is a artist, singer, songwriter, do you understand? Yes. And so much more. So tonight we are going to dive into the newness of her hooks. Do you understand?
Love it.
And we're gonna dig into who she is and what she possesses in this month. This is the last Wednesday of the 12th month, you guys, of the higher consciousness and the new cycles, right? So like we were speaking about prior to starting the show, right? I do gotta drop this before we get into the show because this is very, I think it's prevalent to speak, right? So making sure that you understand that in the newness and in the greatness and in the more that is going to come, that there will be a stretch, there will be a pull, there will be things that are going to come to challenge, try to derail, distract, detour you from your path. But you got to stay steadfast in this thing. You got to move accordingly. You got to shift. You got to shake. You got to break through. You got to keep going. You got to carry it with a smile and with a positive perspective. And then you ain't necessarily got to have a smile, but have a positive, your mind should be smiling. And be well with your choices and your actions and deliberate. And welcome this new thing that is going to challenge you. It's going to stretch you. It's going to fool you. But it's going to be so great for you. You hear me? And I just wanted to drop that in you guys' spirit as it has been dropped into mine. You understand, like, life is just, excuse me, guys, so wonderful. And with saying that, having this wonderful guest that I have met at the Carl Thomas experience, doing her thing, opening up for Carl Thomas himself, okay?
Yes.
Okay, Miss Monica P. So, welcome you into all of this newness and these new cycles. First, introduce yourself and tell the people just a little bit about who is Monica P.
Well, let's see. Monica P is so many different things. That's why I love this discussion that we're about to have, because Monica P is so many different levels.
Okay,
and I think people can tell that when the music that I put out, they don't know what I'm putting out. It can be EDM, it can be pop, it can be country, whatever my heart feels like I want to do. That is the space that I've allowed myself to be in. To do as an artist at this particular time. So I've been out for a while. I started my journey in gospel, though.
Woo-woo. Big up the gospel.
Yeah, so I started
What's your favorite song? Sorry, I have to interject.
I Told the Storm.
Oh, can you sing me just a little bit of that? Oh, you should have known I was going to ask that. You should have felt that energy from me. Yes, let's sing it. Can you sing me a little?
Even though your winds blow, I want you to know. You wait till I have a cold.
It's okay. It's okay. Let them lead you. Let them use you, baby. Let them use you. Let them use you.
Look, she gonna wait till I'm sick, and then tell me to sing.
Okay. She gonna come back and sing the song for me, y'all.
When I'm well. When
she's well. I understand.
I've been really ill for the past couple of days.
Oh.
So I'm just getting off. I've been having the tail end of a cold for a month.
Oh.
And it just seems like it just won't go away. It just keeps staying there. But yeah, I don't know why it's just lingering around.
Oh, well, I hope you get better.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna put you on the spot. That's my fault for putting her on the spot, y'all. That's my apologies. Okay, I apologize, but she can't say it though. I have heard her. So, but we gonna bring her back. Okay, that's okay. Just another reason to bring her back. We're gonna bring you back so you can say that for me. Okay.
Yes, I will come back and sing it when I'm feeling better.
When she's feeling better. Okay. So starting off in gospel now. I'm gonna interject. You go ahead.
Yeah, so I started off in gospel. I was singing with a praise team out of New St. James in Jacksonville, and we were a pretty popular praise team, and we got to sing backup for a lot of gospel artists that came through.
Okay.
And so from that led me to becoming a background singer for Sabrina Walker, who was a pretty famous gospel singer down there. And then I did some backgrounds for Donnie McClurkin. I've done backgrounds for Byron Cage. So I've gotten to do a lot of good things. And then I decided to leave singing for a little bit through some things that came in my life. And then I gave birth to a musical genius, my child, who grew up and became a producer. And
wow,
he came to me one day and was like, "Mom, I have this song that I just want you to just write." And I took the song in the room and I wrote it in like 20 minutes. It came back out and he was like, "Okay, so just record it so we'll know how it's going to go." And then I recorded it and we had uploaded a little bit of a snippet to Facebook.
Okay.
And it went crazy. And everybody was like, "Oh my God, you should do this song." So then I recorded the song, put it out. And then that started this journey. And that song was "Don't Be Calling Me." And
Don't be calling
Don't Be Calling Me. And that started everything out. And I just haven't looked back since then.
I like it. And I like the name of the song. That was a good first song. Don't Be Calling Me. Oh, I got it. You got to look that up. Okay. So, you were introduced to music through gospel, transitioned to writing a song based on the fruit that you produced. You see how it count back? Look at this, y'all. We gotta be, because this is just magnificent. You pour into the seed, you grow the seed, and the seed produces fruits that you're able to enjoy. That produces more fruits. Look, you see the track? That's just beautiful. I just think that is beautiful within itself. I think that is beautiful. That's awesome. So then you get into songwriting. So what led you to have such an eclectic approach to music?
Well, because I was where I can do it on my terms now. So we're out of that day and age where you need a studio to sign you in order to make music. I had something that a lot of people didn't have. I had my own producer, and he's a pretty famous producer now, Jay Medina. Check him out.
Check him out.
And so I had something, I could do music on my own terms now. So I didn't have a record company telling me to sing this, sing that, shaping. Now it's opened up so much where you can release whatever song you want to release at any given time. You don't need the record company anymore to be able to put out your music. And so that's what I just decided to do. I'm like, whatever's in my heart this month when I get into the studio, whatever I'm feeling, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to be bound to one song. If I want to go back and do a gospel song, I will do just that, because I can't get too far away from that, because that's where my heart is. Most people, when they always tell me, when I see you singing gospel music, I see a whole different side of you, because that's where my heart and soul truly lies. It's just there. But I can kind of do what I want now, and I can enjoy it, because I'm not out here doing it to get famous. Like when I was in my 20s, I wanted to be somebody, in the industry. And this is my first time actually doing it as a solo artist, because I've always been comfortable being the background. So now I'm actually having to be Monica P, the solo artist, and there's nobody backing me up but me. So that's a big step in and of itself.
Yeah. But that's God
like
calling his people. Yeah, that's God calling. So did I, man. Look, and so still do I. For real, kind of. But you got to step out. You got to step into the light he called you in.
Yeah.
I didn't come here with no intentions on being nothing but talking my stuff and letting people talk their stuff organically, like I told you in the car. But God has a way of taking the people in the back and bringing them to the front, because it's something that you have. Right. And I think the being humility sometimes of not being pressed about being in the front qualifies you to be in the front.
That's true.
Because he knows that you will be able to, I guess, I don't know, I'm not even going to speak that far into it, but let's see how the ride goes. Being in the front, yeah, that's dope. I just had I related that. That's dope. God does that though.
And he also validates things. Yes. And so we're all
come on.
When you need to have that balance, when you've been, people hear my journey and how I got here, and then being able to achieve what I have achieved, just putting in minimal effort, because I'm not really putting in a lot of effort to do this. I'm just doing what I know to do, and then receiving the validation that I have received. That's what I really think that he has taught me, is that what I have put in you, it's there, and look at what you've been able to achieve, with that. And that's all I really needed in my life, was just that validation, that if I really wanted to do this, if I had maybe the proper guidance when I was, younger, with my parents, if I really had that, I could have been this. But I think everything happened for a reason, and I've given all that to my son, and he's run with it, and he's gonna take it home.
Hey, come on, son, take it home. Hey, I love it. So, that's great. So, as you talk about this journey, so in your 20s, I heard you when you earlier talked about saying background for all of these people. How was that feel for you?
I mean, it was good. It was serving the purpose of what I wanted it to do in the beginning, which was making sure I didn't go home You know, it was giving me something to do, but there was a big price to pay that I think people hear about, but they don't understand it because you weren't in the industry. You know, what it takes to really get to the top sometimes, what you are willing to do, what you're not willing to do. You know, being a young teen and young in my 20s, you know, meeting with so many famous people, you know, they expect something, you know, for them to help you get on a lot of places. And that's the dark side that nobody talks about. And if you're not willing to sell out, I'm not saying everybody has to sell out, but in most times it's not as easy as just walking in the door and just getting everything, you know, that free, because of course I'm a little older, so back in the day getting deals were a little bit harder. And so, you know, I learned a lot, and it was some difficult times, you know, in it, but I think I took away from it what I needed to take away to be who I am today in the industry. And I try to tell people, you know, stay firm in your beliefs. You know, if it doesn't feel right, no matter what they're asking you, you know, to do, walk away. You know, just, it's no deal. It's worth it. I mean, you see all these stars talk about how they do sell all these records and they're broke. You know, you know, they don't have any money to show for it. It was like I learned a lesson being in the background of what not to do. And so I know with all the songs that I do, I write all of those songs. You know, I don't release any song that I have not written. So I own, you know, those are all mine. You know, so if somebody wants my music, they have to buy it from me. And that's the way it should be.
Most definitely. I respect that. And I'm glad that you brought that up. The importance of, as being an artist, singer, rapper, whatever kind of artistry you do musically and or otherwise, having certain licensure, copyrights, legalities, whatever legalities is attached to your field, genre, whatever you're doing, making sure you cover those bases, because that is important, and that is how we have the upper hand of what keyword she said, ownership. You should own things that are yours. Like what I do with you guys, this is my you know, what is it called? I forgot what it's called, but yeah, you gotta own it.
It's your baby.
Yeah,
it's your baby. It's your thoughts. You know, you don't want nobody making money off of something that you poured your heart
intellectual. No, but the legalities, the intellectual property.
Right, it is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just understanding like what we're doing and how we're doing it, and it's not about whatever. It's just about building. In order to build, you must have something that won't be taken.
Right.
And I love that you push that and you promote that. So would you call yourself like a mentor? Do you do any type of mentorship?
Yeah, I do. I do mentor. I used to do a lot of singing lessons, so teaching singing. But then, you know, also right now it's just with my son having his artists that are coming through, new artists, some people that are maybe first time recording, you know, being mentored to them as far as getting their music heard, the to-dos and what not to do. And, you know, and today, it's like I said, it's so easy now to get your songs out there that you don't have to sell your soul to the devil anymore. You really don't. You just have to have $9.95 and go online and put it out. You know what I'm saying? And that was impossible back in the day. You know, so you had to. So I do in that aspect. But like I said, it's not needed as much as it used to be back in the day.
Yeah, I understand. So I appreciate that. Understanding what we moving and how we're moving in this newest. So you were born and raised in Utah. Oh, bad. How was that? I don't listen to this. We have a I don't even know what you would call this, you guys.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I like this song back in the day, you know.
What it
The
was
80s, the Wham. Last Christmas, we have a ghost in here or something because they just turned the TV on by itself.
Look, that's what I'm like. I don't know.
Like, okay.
Yeah, it was a little. I don't know. Get it right back into the schedule program. Anything can happen on Tspills, man. I'm trying to tell you. Whew. So, Utah. How was Utah? How was being raised in Utah? Dugway,
Utah. Yeah. So as soon as I tell people that, they just laugh. Like, you? How did you get to Utah? I don't know. But that's where I'm from. I'm from Utah. It's cold. Not a lot of me there. So yeah, it's interesting. A lot of Mormons. I'm not a Mormon though. But yeah, beautiful. I will give it that. One of the most beautiful places you will ever see in your life, but not anywhere I'm looking forward to going back to live, no.
Okay, so is that the whole state of Utah or just your city that's like that?
What you know about Utah?
Because, like, okay, so I was off topic, studying the migration of a lot of us. So a lot of us went to the Midwest. They don't talk about it because most of them are either drowned lakes or stuff now where our towns were, where we got lynched or pushed out. So the only reason why I asked that question was because I know that's kind of like, it's over here more to the West Coast. I do know that. Yeah. But it's kind of Midwestern a little bit. So that's the only reason why I asked.
Well, with my father being Indian, you know, so that's where that all comes from. Okay. Most of my family is Utah, Arkansas, you know, in that area.
Interesting.
But yeah, so there's.
Okay.
Believe what you see on TV. It's none of us over
there. She said, believe what you see.
It's none of us over there. A handful of people there. You know, more towards the military bases, you'll see more.
Okay.
But regular now.
But it's beautiful landscapes there, though.
Very beautiful.
It's very beautiful landscapes. Beautiful. I've never been there. I just live vicariously through things. But look, it made me look it up. Jay Medina. That's your
Jay
son.
Medina, yeah.
Medina. I always say people's names wrong. I apologize. Jay Medina. Okay. So how long have you been working with him?
We put our first song out in 2016.
2016. Okay. How is that working with your son?
People would think that it would be easy, but it's difficult because we can butt heads at times. You know, what he hears and what I hear is, you know, but I love that there is nobody else that really understands what I want, because I can send him a message and say, hey, I'm feeling like I want an EDM with a violin intro and a drop to this, and he'll be like, what? And then he'll come back. He'll come back with that, and I'll be like, see, I told you it could be done. Or something as simple as like on my single Up, you know, I was like, oh, I hear violins right here. He's like, no, I just try it, just do this. So it's just, you know, us having that trust in each other.
Yeah.
You know, I trust him, he trusts me, and when I say he's phenomenal, he's phenomenal. I'm not just saying it because he's my son, because if I didn't think he was any good, I wouldn't work with him either, even if he was my son. you know. Exactly. But you know, he's really good at it, and anything that I could tell him to do, you know, my single choices that, you know, we played coming in, you know, that was me telling him, hey, I want it to be an R&B song, but I want a little bit of Afro beat underneath, undertone. And he was like, R&B with Afro beat? Okay. And boom, he came up with choices, and I loved it the first time I heard it and wrote to it.
Yeah, because it's awesome. It's a very awesome and dope beat. Very awesome and dope beat. But I really think so, too. He's very off the beat tonight. Let's see. So... yeah, okay. So let's talk about you on the iHeartRadio Cafe Top 10 Countdown. You're doing a lot of big things, man. Let's talk about this. How does this feel? How does one get to this space?
Mean, it's pretty awesome. It's awesome because, like I've been saying, you know, this whole time, is that, you know, we no longer need the big guys. Okay, yes, you could need them to pay for your marketing or something like that, but so many other lanes are being opened up for indie artists.
Come on.
That we are being, you know, seen and we're being heard. And so my single Tonight was my first #1 on the iHeart Radio Cafe Indie Top 10 Countdown. And so that was that. And then my single Up came out and it went to #1 on that same chart. So that is just it's been awesome because those are things that are voted on by people that I'm not saying go vote for me.
Exactly.
You know, these are people that are hearing my music and liking it and putting it where it should be. So
yes, #1 on the charts. Hey, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So you moved around a lot.
I'm getting there.
You moved around a lot because you're from Utah, but you were raised in Jacksonville, Florida.
No, I lived there. I wasn't raised there, but I lived there.
And
military family.
Oh, okay, that explains it. Oh, okay.
Navy, and my father was Army.
Oh, okay. So you had the hoorah and the
CBs, whatever they're called.
Yeah.
The CBs, whatever they're called. I don't know.
Okay, so yeah. Okay, that was interesting. That was interesting. Yeah. So that's probably why you're so eclectic too.
Yeah.
Like that's why you think that contributes to why you like a little bit of everything. A little bit of everything. Yeah. So as we talk about this song that hits the awards.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna play one tonight. We gonna play tonight. Tonight by Monica P. We already played that one.
We brought choices and we brought the show in with choices.
So why you just don't listen? You know what? I just want y'all to know. I just want y'all to know that today
it's been a day.
Okay.
You got it right.
Come on. No, I'm getting you because you just don't listen. I'm not going. Come on. Yes, I'm always ready, baby. I stay ready tonight. Tonight.
Jamie Dina made the banger.
My hair down, head straight to VIP and find out with my girls tonight. Yeah, you know how we used to do. Eyes on us real hard as we walk through. Dress tight, smelling right, it's feeling like those old times. Been so long and the DJ's playing my song. Go live, take a shot. Yeah, you know that I'm in my zone. Been cooped up for a minute. So tired of this damn pandemic. Ooh, I'm gonna go out and hit the town. Getting fresh fly heels, let my hair down. Head straight to VIP and find out with my girls tonight. This is how we do it. Spot to jump and make me lean with it, rock with it. Bruno Mars singing, tell them what your likes is. Fellas watching and I know that you want this. Girls right by my side. Everything's gonna be alright. Pop bottles, glasses up. Cheers to the good life. Been cooped up for a minute. So tired of this damn pandemic. Ooh, I'm gonna go out and hit the town. Getting fresh fly heels, let my hair down. Head straight to VIP and find out with my girls tonight. Been cooped up for a minute. So tired of this damn pandemic. Ooh, I'm gonna go out and hit the town. Getting fresh fly heels, let my hair down. Head straight to VIP and find out with my girls tonight.
Y'all heard her tonight. Hey.
I couldn't do that now if I tried.
For real.
It's a husky voice.
I'm gonna do it for you, look, cause I always think I can say y'all tonight. Hey, but she did it better than me. Okay. Y'all just playing. We lit tonight. Is Wednesday. Look, y'all. When life throws you anything, you make it wonderful. Do you understand me? Because you have the power to do so. I try to tell you. Bless you. Salute. You're welcome. So, is this son also the same son with autism?
No.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say, wow, that's super dope. Listen.
But he's dope too.
Okay, come on. Let's talk about this because you do all of what you do. Oh, wow. Well, first, I didn't overskip. Sorry, because let's talk about tonight because I didn't let you talk about tonight. First, let's go. Yes, I will. We're going to rewind back to tonight first. Come on, tell us, how did you create tonight?
Tonight, I was really tired of the whole pandemic thing.
Okay.
We had been cooped up. Or, as you can tell from the song, we had been cooped up, haven't been out, hadn't done anything. And my son, he played that one little guitar lick that started off the song, played that one little guitar lick. And within a few minutes, I had written the entire chorus. But it was supposed to be just a song, a party song to get back out there again. You know, stuff was opening up. And we could get back out to the club. And so that was the first thing I wanted to do was go party. See some people, get some drinks. And so that was just going to be the fun party song.
I like it.
Thank you.
Hey. Okay. So now let's fast forward. Back to this dope, awesome son that is autistic. Let's talk about him. Let's talk, because you didn't put his name up here, so I can't say that. So introduce him.
That is Jackson. Jackson is
Jackson.
10 years old. 10-year-old musical prodigy. That's really what he is.
Okay.
All of my children are actually little musical prodigies.
Okay, music in their
Yes,
veins.
yes,
Come
music
on.
in the vein. He is also a producer at 10 years old.
Okay.
Yes.
What does he produce?
He is producing some songs, honey. He don't put out a whole little beat page and everything. He got his whole little SoundCloud and his little beats online, and he's a content creator. And you know, it's like he has autism, and some days with him is so challenging, but then when I see what he's able to do with the right encouragement, it's been great. And that's where I have my foundation, Shades of Blue.
Okay.
I have it dedicated to him because I can get that out to people to make them more aware of what people think autism is. Because when you initially see Jackson, you wouldn't think that he was autistic. But then maybe when you start talking to him, you might get an inkling that he is. But he's such a prodigy. He's so smart, so talented. And I wanted a place where people can start focusing more on what the children can do.
Instead of what they can
And
do.
versus what they can't.
For sure. Cause they are whatever their niche is, they are masterminds in it.
Yes.
Whatever
yes,
their
absolutely.
niche is, because I have a cousin. I had a couple of cousins. And like, whatever their niche is, and their niche is different. One is music, and one is like anything as far as rhetorical. Anything heard, sing, whatever. I'm telling you, that is awesome. I said, man, I could get you to read something, and you could just give me all that right back. Just that's
Jackson.
phenomenal.
That's
so
Jackson.
they are just like, for real, they are like, I think they are like the super geniuses.
They are.
That people don't really like.
They
We got
are.
it backwards. Like, we think that they are the ones with like a delay or whatever. I feel like they're actually the genius ones because they actually can tap in and tune in on a level of whatever it is. They may be more socially awkward, but maybe because
That's
they
what
can
it is.
pick up and feed off the energy that's wrong and corrupt anyway.
That's right.
Because think about it, children with autism and or any kind of like certain that deals with any kind of social or outward trigger, they tend to not like the vibe with the people, but they vibe with who they vibe with. They vibe with them.
That's true.
I mean, and yeah, when they have other emotions that they're strong, because all their emotions are kind of strong. But I don't know. I just feel like I love that you have that, because I feel like people need to know that it's situational. You can't put them in one box and say all autistic children, because it's different levels of the spectrums. It's different just individuals, period, because everybody process information differently.
Right, absolutely.
And their background and their way they're raised and the way they're being, what's the word? Just pretty much raised, like, and how they're being exposed and the experiences they're able to have, I think has a big influence on the potential and the level of dependency that they can have.
And meeting them where they are.
Yeah.
And I don't think the school systems, especially public school systems, were doing that for him.
Come on.
And I had to be Jackson's biggest advocate to go in and say, no, we're not going to stick him in, special education and bring him down a level when he's the smartest thing. He's smart. He was testing smarter than the students that were regular students. He was benchmarking outside of his grade level.
Okay.
But they had no place for him because of his other behaviors. He did not like children at all. He didn't want them looking at him. He didn't want them touching him. He was very territorial about his space. And, when you're in kindergarten, they don't understand that. They want to play with each other. They wanted to, but he would, if you didn't understand, you would find out messing with Jackson, and that's just how he was. He was just to himself, and he just wanted to be left alone. And because the school systems aren't set up right, they kept trying to force him to participate, which only just exacerbated things with him, because if he doesn't want to be bothered, he doesn't want to be bothered. But now he's in a better placement for him that can handle when he's having those moments, but they allow him to express him being Jackson. And so he goes to a private school now that just only has children with these kind of special needs, and they give them the attention where I'm not being called every day to come pick him up, because they can't handle him in public schools. I don't have those issues anymore. And those are the things I try to push on my page, my Shades of Blue page, is that advocate for your child. Don't just let them tell you anything do anything. Advocate. You can go up there and say, no.
Yes, you can.
I want this to be done. I want this to be put in place. They have the funds. They can get the funds to do it, because the school that he goes to, the state has to pay for it. But you have to be their voice. They can't speak.
Nope, they don't. But you do have to.
Yeah, and if you just sit back and just let them be like, well.
Because they're going to always try to tell you, if your child is in an issue for whatever reason and they can't solve, they can't have a quick solution where they can just put it in the box, they're going to say they need an IEP, all this kind of stuff. And that's not a good, that's what they call it from the, school line to the pipe. What is it? Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Like, it's from school to prison, the pipeline. Because the paper trail. See, it don't look like a paper trail because you think it's a mental thing. But the mental thing is, everybody understands how big mental health is taking a role right now, right? So, and I'm talking about just everybody's mental health as a large group of people. Because a lot of people, especially people of melanin, we have been deprived based on our own ignorance and or pride, that space to go and seek help or whatever the case may be. So a lot of our mentals is messed up because a lot of us, we just suppress and move on because that's what we've been kind of taught to do, and not really deal with things, bandage them, try to escape them, try to outrun them, but really not face them. So a lot of people in this generation, my generation, are breaking curses of that. However, understanding that mental health is whatever. And plus, people want answers. People are unrest about a lot of different things. A lot of different tragedies have happened. And I say all that to say, the paper trail that they would try to leave on your child, the box they would try to put your child in, like she said, they were going to take her child backwards. Like, we have to make sure that we do advocate on our children's behalf. Don't just take whatever they say because you don't understand. If you don't understand, tell them I'll get back with you. Or you go ask somebody who do know, because you know somebody who know. It's okay to ask for help. We have to learn how to get out our own way with tapping into resources. And I'm sorry, I just had to say that because...
No, that's just so true, because what people don't realize is that IEP is their waiver to do the least. And most parents get that IEP and be like, oh, well, see, my child has an IEP. No. You just gave them permission to not do the most for your child. This is the excuse this is how they're saving themselves when your child is not passing, when he's not doing anything. Well, he has an IEP, he has an issue. No, I hold Jackson to a very high standards. I don't want you to bring him down, or if he can do it, then how about you not raise yourself up to his level? Or I go into his schools now and I'll be like, okay, he doesn't understand a whole paragraph. So in order for him to be tested, I need you to read one line of it and then ask him, did he understand you? We're not going to do it because with autistic children, you can't do one way doesn't fit all.
Yeah, true.
And so you have to be a part of that to go in there. I went in there, and that IEP is all Monica, because I had to go in there and say, hey, when he takes a test, you are to read one sentence and then ask him if he understands it. We're not just going to read a whole paragraph, have him fail it, and then be like, oh, but he has an IEP. It's okay. We're just going to push him through to the next grade. No. You're going to do it the right way. And you hold them accountable for it, so they just can't put that as that IEP as a, that buffer in between there. Hold them accountable for making sure your child gets everything that they get. Sit in on those meetings, give your input, say no, add what you need to add. Because they usually, I'm sure when they hear my name on Miss Nixon's coming in, they usually be like, oh gosh, because they know I'm coming. I'm coming when I know facts. I know everything that I need to know, and I'm going to be prepared. Sure. And that's what you have to be when you get children that of any special needs, because they will do the least. They moved Jackson to 6 or 7 schools. Just kept moving them. This teacher got tired of him. She one of them, they just move him. How do you think that affects the child? Yeah. Him feeling like he's unwanted. So you have to go in there and say enough is enough. If you can't handle him, remove him from school. And I can put him in a placement. And that's exactly what we did. We moved him he didn't even go to school in Hampton. The Hampton school system buses him to school. But we got him a private day placement, where they have to pay for him to go to private school and use those funds. But you have to be your child's biggest advocate.
For sure. I definitely love that. And I definitely agree with that. I love that. That's right. That is right. Protect our kids, because that's what we are here for. That's a part of parents and advocates.
Yes, absolutely.
Being advocating. I love that. So, now, they say this is your 14th single, so you've been out here putting in a lot of work, damn. You've been out here putting in a lot of work over the last few years.
I have been putting, like I said, I could do it in my own terms now. And it's 14 singles, some people always ask me, why don't you just make an album? And I'm like, we're in a day and age where people's attention spans are no longer album worthy, because the music industry is so saturated now that you don't need a record label and anybody can do it. I just think if you put a song or two out, see how it goes, if they like it, give them another one, and if they don't, then you can go ahead and stop while it's good, instead of you wasting 8 or 9 songs and people. Like I said, there's so many artists out right now. So yeah, this is number 14. Number 15 is gonna come out very soon. Hey. So I'm super excited just to keep going, to wherever this ends up.
Yeah, because that was my next question. Yeah. So where are we going with this? When we just rolling?
I just was nominated for my first indie music award. Okay. And I think I won. They did tell me. They did tell me because remember I said I was not feeling well and I couldn't go. And so they sent me a message, but I've had like 9,000, and I think I won. But so thank you. If you're I appreciate it. So it's just anything that any door that opens, I'm willing to walk through it. And just really enjoy it this time, because that's what I can say about doing it then under the guise of a music label and people directing me. I don't know if I enjoyed it.
Oh, shoot.
But
you enjoy it now, though.
I enjoy it now because I'm just being me. I'm just putting out the music that I like. Nobody's telling me to, weigh 5 pounds. you know, because I just had spine surgery, and so, you know, Lord knows, got to get back on it. But it's just, I can just be me, and I can do it on my own terms, and I'm just enjoying it. I'm just enjoying every step of the way, because every song you hear is just Monica P. It's just me. It's just me. My thoughts, my choices for the day, my genre for the year. So
That's right.
who knows? I told my son I wanted to put out a country song, so we're gonna get that done 2023.
Hey, and I want to come do the dance. Hey, make a laugh.
I told him, I said I want a country twang, but still R&B. We're gonna make it happen. You know, an R&B song with a little country twang for the Southerners and us. But, you know, not all the way country, but a happy medium. I'm going to make it happen. Yeah, and it's going to be great.
Looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that. So, like, as we wrap it up, I would like to know, what artists would you like to collab with that maybe you have not yet? Is there any?
No.
Okay.
I don't really even know, because my idol, believe it or not, is Tina Turner.
Hey, come on, big.
That is my idol. I mean, like, so if there was Tina, if you ever watch this, I mean, she is just everything to me. I mean, I used to watch when I was younger. I used to just watch everything was just about Tina Turner. Just love Tina, and because my big mama, was like a splitting image. Of Tina Turner.
Hey.
And I just love her. So yes, that would be my real only, you know, person that I would think about. Everybody else would be a happy second. Yeah. Yeah, but Tina.
Yeah, that'd be the one.
Yeah, that should be the one. Yes. And I just want to dance with her.
Yes.
Know,
what? That's what you say, me.
I just want to do that.
I want to do. You bent over. Let me shake it like a tail feather. I love, listen. What's what got to do with it? I want you to be fast.
Oh, yes. I want to walk down the street with her.
Yes. I want to do all the. Hey, come on. And that lady, she's so dainty and diesel at the same.
Yes.
She's like a walking oxymoron, right? Because she's so girly and feminine and the epitome of like womanhood, but then she's so diesel and cut and strong and like rock and rollish. I like Tina
And that's
Turner.
what I seen her, because she like I've been saying all this time, that's why I love her so much, because she got to a point after she went through all of that where she got to do her own music. And so it changed from what she was doing, a little bit of R&B, rock and roll, you know, a little bit of this. She was just doing whatever it was that she wanted to do. And that's exactly how I feel. Just want to do whatever it is that comes to mind, that is in my heart. And I think that's when it's more successful.
For sure.
Yeah, when it's something that's really a part of you, and that's why I want to be a Tina.
Hey, come on. So, with your higher consciousness that you possess now, like you said earlier, that you know, this was perfect timing for you, because, you know, the younger you might not have appreciated it the way you do now, right? So, with understanding that, would you say that this timing is perfect?
Yes.
Do you see, like, based on just the information that you shared with me tonight on this interview, do you see the correlation, though, of your life, how you were set up for this?
Absolutely.
Like, you've always been, like, where you were supposed to be, kind of,
that it no matter how I got here, I still got here. And so I took so many roads to get here, not all of them that I liked. And it didn't end up the way that I said, because I remember I was 4 years old, and I told my mom, I'm going to be a star. And she told me, go sit down. That was her response. Go sit down. And then I go look at where I am today, and I may not be a star in what we consider a celebrity, but I'm a star in my own right. Mm-hmm. And that's what I talk about, that validation. You know, I've been at the #1 of every chart that come out for any artist. My name ends up there, and that's because of me. And so I go back and I think about that day when I said, I'm going to be a star. And I have been, and I am.
Come on, Stara. She's a star, baby. You
Star.
understand?
Baby, I'm a star, like Prince said.
Come on.
Might not know it now, baby, but I am.
Okay.
I'm a star.
She's a star sitting with a star. You understand me? I like that. What's reading into that existence as well. Come on now. Look, what was some that bush? Hey y'all. Loud. So I just really, really appreciate you tapping in, coming up here, building with me, and trusting me in your beautiful voice and your story and your energy. You're so dope.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for having me.
No problem. You want to tell the people what handles they can find you at?
Yeah, on Instagram, I am at Monica P Music with a Z. And then on Facebook, I'm also Monica P Music. I am on Reverb Nation under Monica P Music. And I think that's about it. And all the songs you've heard tonight are already out and available on all platforms.
All platforms.
You can stream them now.
Stream them now. Tap in, tune in, like and listen. Listen. Also, we're going to drop one more song before we leave tonight. We're waiting for Loud to pull on back out. But also, tell the people about your nonprofit, The Shades of Blue.
So my Shades of Blue, you can find that on Facebook as well. And it's under Shades of Blue, Autism Journey. And like I said, I love it there because I have the parents. We come there and we have true stories. So we're not there being politically correct. You know, if we're having a bad day with our child, you're allowed to say you're having a bad day with your child. We're not, coming in here playing games. We know that it's a struggle. And so anything that I can do to help somebody that's, they don't get to get babysitters, to go out because you need to have a special person there, or if you can't find somebody. So we like to do little things to give back to them, to help them out, to do little drawings. And you can find that there. Anything you want to do, join to help support that. We definitely appreciate that.
Hey, tap in The Shades of Blue Land. I like that cause. I'm going to have to tap into that myself. Again, thank you so much for coming. Do you have any upcoming events or shows?
No, I don't have anything coming up just yet. I do the Autism Crush Festival every year. Okay. So that's a yearly thing. I didn't do it this year only because I had surgery, cervical spine surgery, but that will be coming up soon. So you'll start hearing about that, promoting that. I'll definitely give you the information so y'all can make sure y'all are out there to support us on this journey. So yes, it's going to be a great show again this year.
Hey, looking forward to it. Make sure you keep me in the loop,
I
okay?
Definitely will.
I keep me tapped in. So as we close out tonight, guys, the last voice you're going to hear is Miss Monica P. So I'm going to let her introduce the song, and I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all how I feel. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, baby, but you decided to be here with your girl T late and all. You heard me. And that means so very much to me. Hey, y'all stay blessed, y'all stay up, and y'all stay sucker free, baby. Do you understand me? Big shout out to my sponsor, Malika TBD, Studio 11, locking them up, pushing them back, bringing them up, slicking them up. You heard me. She can do a lot of things for you, baby, so go ahead and check her out. Now, introducing the last song of the hour, baby, Up. It's up, and it's up, and it's up, and it's up. Miss Monica P.
Jay Medina made the banger.
I let my past be a really good teacher for all the lessons I have learned. For trouble only lasts for a season, but touch the flame, you are bound to get burned. When the setting sun won't peek through and the stars just won't align, remember all the little wars that I've been through to win the battle that is in my mind. I've been down, but I've never been out, even when I was filled with doubt. You can't shake me, this world won't break me. I just tell
And that was Up by me, Monica P. Hey, the only way to go.
Up. You heard her, baby. We going up as usual. Thank you so much.
Thank you
for
having
going
me.
up
Thank
with
you.
me tonight. Woo, 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 woo. On Tspills of podcast, baby. He on Power by Virginia. Sponsored by Malika CBD, Miss Monica P. Woo, 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 woo. Come on now, share her newness in the hooks. Do you understand me?
Yes.
You heard her. You heard those
Look,
hooks.
that's, when you hear that in my next single, don't say that. I'm gonna give you some
Just
props.
give me a little shout out. You heard me? Give me a little shout out.
I'm gonna give you a little shout out, but I'm using that.
Damn, go ahead. It's all right, baby. It's okay. I be having bars.
Love it. I love it.
But no, you're very deserving of it. I really appreciate you
Thank
sharing your talent. Maybe we'll be able to come back when you make that line in the song and give you the exclusive.
Yes.
Here on Tspills.
I sure will.
Well, I wish you all the success with all your endeavors, and I hope that you just continue to touch people and you continue to get whatever that it is that you desire from this. You know what I'm saying? You're able to enjoy your craft.
Thank you.
And keep making great things, because if you enjoy, you're going to pour out, I feel like, enjoyment to others. So keep doing that.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Because I like that. I like all your songs. I like the Up song. Okay, so I think in the order that I like them is Up, Choices, and Tonight.
Okay.
That's the order that I
I told
like
you
it.
Up. Remember I told you.
You did say that's why we should go out with
I said Up is it. That is
Up
it.
is it. But it's Up, Choices, then Tonight for me. I like all of them, but if I had to rate them.
Okay.
Yep. I love Up. I want to play that again. Might get louder. Play it. You got anything you want to close out with the people?
No, I'm just thankful and I'm happy. And I couldn't have think a better way to end 2022 and looking forward to big things in 2023.
Yes, you guys. Yes, I'm glad you said that. Yes, the last Wednesday of the year, babies. I love y'all. Make sure y'all stay safe out here. Make sure y'all stay covered. You understand me? Y'all stay prayed up and y'all stay very focused. Because I'm telling you, y'all know what that is. So it's a winter season. You better bundle up. For everybody who need to know, y'all should know what that means. You understand me? Listen, okay? Make sure you bundle up out there, baby, okay? With your eyes focused, use your peripheral. Use your peripheral, baby, okay? Make sure everybody is, because I want to see you guys in this new year, because 2023 is coming, baby. And with what we have been going through in this year, what we have learned in this year, what we have overcome in this year, what we have progressed through in this year, what we have endured in this year, how we have grown and changed and nurtured ourselves and others in this year, the pruning, whatever you had to go through, the shifting of this year, baby, the weight of this year, the disappointment of this year that maybe have been disappointed because you was just put on hold, you was not denied. Do you understand? So listen, all it is, we can't give up now, baby. That would be foolish. We are at the brink of the greatness. Now, I'm not going to give you no mantra that 2023 is going to be your year, but baby, listen to me. After what I have endured for this time,
Come on.
I'm just going to tell you like this. I'm just coming in 2023 holding no bars. You can take it how you want to take it. You just going to see the fruits of our labors. You understand me? I'm just going to keep showing up. I keep telling y'all that y'all just keep showing up. Preparing, planning, strategizing, and praying. And I ain't saying it in the right order. But listen, I'm telling you, that's what you got to do. So I'm glad you did bring up this is the last show. I mean, it's the end of the year. Make sure you guys, for real, get it together. I ain't talking about coming up with no New Year resolution. Just come up with the plan. He said, write it down and make it plain unto me.
That's my saying there.
Write it down and make it plain.
Write the vision and make it plain.
You understand me? Because, see, when you write it, that means you believe it because you took time to write it. It take no time to say it. That's easy. You take the time to write that thing, baby. That becomes manifestation within itself. and listen to me. It's powerful. And then he keep giving us the knowledge. But anyway, I'm about to go on a tangent, y'all. Cause listen, God been so good to me this year. Listen, if I can tell y'all my story, one day I might write a book, make a movie or something. Cause listen, I got a story to tell. You wouldn't even believe it if I told you, baby. Look. God is awesome. He's beyond awesome. Hold on to that. Don't just like loud say believe that. Know that. You heard me. Feel it in the depths of your souls because it's real. I'm telling you, you just got to make sure you there to listen when he talk back. And when he talk back, you can be whatever. He ain't talking to you like that. You know what he talking back to you if you just sit there and feel him. That's where relationship come from. But anyway, I ain't come here to preach. I just came here to teach. I'm just saying, look, maybe just a little bit of reaching. Y'all be good, man. I love y'all so much. I am so ready for what we about to do this year, dog, because it's going to be awesome. I'm psyched. It's going to be awesome because we say so. Because we going to do it this time. Because we know what we didn't do this year. Or what we did and we prepared for it to do next year. Because when you yield and I'm going to shut up after this. I'm going to digress and get off. But when you yield it up, when you plant and right, a harvest, right, you have a season to plant. And you got a season to go out there and you go back and you reap what you have planted, right? Because you got to plant, you got to let it grow. Then you go out there and get it. You don't get it right then. You had to go through a season of nothingness while you waited for something. But the something is so worthy. And the something, hope, man, listen, I'm going to get off here. Look, I'm going to say.
She ready to preach.
I'm telling y'all, listen to me. Baby, I don't know. You, that up song just unleashed something in me, baby. It made me feel up, yes. Thank you. But you so dope, Miss Monica P. You gotta come back.
I'm coming back. Hey. I'm inviting myself back.
Hey, I love it. I love that you come at home enough to come back and invite yourself. I love that. Y'all make sure y'all stay tapped in to Miss Monica P. Stay tapped in to me. Stay tapped in to Power by Virginia Roundtable Productions on next. Y'all stay blessed, stay up, and stay sucker free, man. I love y'all. Happy 2023. Woo, woo, woo. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You are so dope. You the
Powered by Virginia Radio.